There is usually a breaking point in every person's lives. And this breaking point was designed to have them to return back to themselves. Because in our modern world, unfortunately, we have been conditioned to be so disconnected from ourselves that we forgot who we truly are. We have been playing roles and creating a certain identity so that we can survive, so that we can fit in to this world and our communities, so that we will feel seen, understood, and deserve to be loved. But the truth is, all of that is only a conditioning, because the moment you are born, you already are enough. You are worthy and you are unconditionally loved. You don't have to be trying to deserve any of that. But we have been told otherwise. And that's why we constantly feel like we have to do something in order to gain something which was taken away from us. And we are so deeply disconnected throughout most of our lives that our souls and our higher selves are always trying to guide us back to who we truly are. But the thing is that we are not listening. We all have that inner voice within us, but we do not listen. And the longer we keep ignoring that voice that is telling us to stop doing certain things that are harming us and to do something instead, the longer we keep going with it, the longer we are going against our true purpose and who we truly are, the harder our lives get, because we are making it harder. We do not want to listen because we always think that our brains are smarter than our heart and our intuition. But those are always leading us to where we will thrive the most, where we will be the most abundant. But through the conditioning, we think that we know what is best for us or what is better for us, but we do not know that. That's how the manifestation works. You have the goal, you have the vision, something that comes from your heart, but you are not meant to be figuring it out. You are meant to be guided. You are meant to surrender, let go of control, and you will be brought to that place of what you want to manifest. But let's get back to that breaking point we will talk about in this video. The longer we keep ignoring that inner voice that is telling us to do something differently, because many times we stay in the situations, relationships, and places we are not meant to be in, whether it's the workplace, whether it's where you live, the relationship, or anything else that you have been doing, and you feel within the frustration, you feel depressed, you feel anxious because something within is trying to tell you that it's not where you are meant to be. And it's trying at all times to guide you to where you are meant to be. But you do not listen. That's why you feel all that resistance within. Because you keep resisting what's meant for you in the first place. You need to understand it. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You do not have mental health issues, but please use your discernment. I'm not here to diagnose anyone. This is, of course, just for the entertainment purposes only. But those feelings within you are there for a reason. Not because there is something wrong with you, but because you are meant to make a change in your life. And the longer you will keep resisting, the longer you will keep whether ignoring or just simply not listening to what you are meant to do, what kind of change you are meant to create, the harder it will be. Because imagine you have a little child, and the little child is trying to do something you know is not good for them, but they keep doing it. You have that unconditional love, so first you will try to tell them nicely so they stop doing it, but they don't listen because they are just a child. They try to do something according to what they feel is the best for them, right? And so they keep doing it. So you start being a little bit more strict. you try to tell them, raise your voice, or maybe you start shouting at them or anything like that, because you want to protect them and you want to lead them to where they are meant to go. And therefore you try to tell them a little bit, in a stronger voice or in a different way. But they continue doing it because they don't listen to you. They just do whatever they want, okay? Because they're children. There's a child. And so there will be that breaking point when you will say, okay, stop. You take the child and you put them somewhere else, or you take the thing that they are using, or whatever the scenario can be. I think that you get the point. And this is what happens in our lives. When we don't listen, and the longer we keep following the path that is not meant for us, the longer we are trying to figure out, we are trying to force, the longer we are hustling and chasing something that is not true for us, our purpose, the longer you will go that direction, the more resistance you will be experiencing. Also, the harder it will be for you to go back. But if you're doing something that is harming you, your soul, your body, or anything like it, you will experience a breaking point. Purely so that you will start listening to yourself, to God, to universe, to the source. Anything that resonates with you, that feels right for you. The longer you are ignoring, the harder it might be for you in the future. And the God, the universe can start giving you a little things in the beginning, just to stop you, just so that you start understanding. Let's say you get sick, or let's say maybe you break your leg and you have to stay at home. You can't go to work. You can't do certain things, so that you will come back to yourself. But you heal and you keep going again to that wrong direction. Okay, we try to have you to listen, but you still keep doing the same thing. You still didn't get it, like that small child. So there'll be something bigger. And it can come in many forms. It can affect your health. You can have an injury. It can be even something more serious. You can get very ill to the point that you have no other option than to stay in a hospital or at home, that you can't move, or you are so ill that your body is completely unusable, and all you have left, or all you can do, is just to think, to be with yourself, because there's nothing else you can do. Or it might come through something happening to a member of your family. You can lose someone, or you can lose your finances, your business, your relationship. There are so many different scenarios, but all of that is, first of all, to have you experience something and learn. And second, it can be that breaking point for you to realize something. And now it's down to you if you will decide to learn from it and change differently in the future, or you will continue repeating the same pattern, the same cycle. And because you are so unconditionally loved by God, by the universe, it wants you to learn and to come back to yourself. But if you don't learn, then they will say, okay, so he or she didn't learn, so let's have them to learn next time. So you'll again experience something so that you learn, because they want you to learn, because they love you. And it's truly down to you and you only if you would choose to finally stop experiencing that difficulty, that struggle, or you will stay in that cycle. You could have been struggling financially your entire life, and no matter how many hours you work, no matter how much you try, it still seems just not enough, and you just feel like you are still circling in the same thing and there is no way out for you. That was also my case. But I want you to realize that you have the power to make that decision and to make a change in your life, because your external world is only a reflection of what's happening within you. So if you take your power back, and if you consciously decide that you no longer want to be experiencing what you are experiencing, and you will follow what you are called to do, what kind of change you are meant to create, whether it's again in the relationships, in at the workplace, or your family, or anything connected to your health, you know that you are harming yourself, and you know that that place, that situation is not right for you. You know it within, always. So the longer you will keep ignoring it, the harder it will be for you, and it will only hurt you more and more. So it's down to you. Do you want to keep repeating, and do you want your life to be probably even harder because you are making it hard? Or will you go within? Will you look at what you have experienced ever since you have been a little child? Will you do that inner work and that shadow work that's been affecting you your entire life? Or will you continue doing what you're doing, even though you know that there is something that needs to change? Your life gets to the point that you will be forced to change. And that breaking point is many times not nice. So if you realize it before, and if you do all that work, if you are willing to do it, your life will only get better. There can be something in the beginning that kind of, if you're familiar with the tarot cards, the tower moment, that tower has been usually built on a weak base. So first the tower needs to fall so you can rebuild it on a much stronger foundation. It's necessary usually. So yes, there might be some things first that need to clear, things that are not aligned with you, relationships, jobs, or environments that you are in that are not healthy for you. And you need to let them go so that there will be something far better in the future for you happening in your life. Something far better and healthier that you are meant to align with. But you need to trust in that. It is not your job to figure out how, when it will happen, because it will. So if there is one thing I want you to take from this video, I want you to understand that you have the power to decide and to make a change at any time. I know that for some of you, it might be hard, because I have also been in certain situations that I thought that I have no other option, that I have to keep doing it. But trust me, once you will get yourself out of that situation, because you always can. There is always a way. Always. And it might be hard in the beginning to make that decision because of your fear, because of your doubts, because of having fear of what others will think of you or how they will respond, especially if you love those people. But it will be always better once you make it on the other side. You need to be strong and you need to keep believing, have the faith in the fact that everything can be better. Because the longer you will be holding on to something that does not align with you or something that is hurting you and staying frustrated and depressed, the longer it will keep hurting you, the longer you will feel that way. It's not gonna just magically change. You need to make change. You need to become a different person so that your life will be better, because it can and it will if you will believe in it. So have faith and do not ever doubt that voice that is within you trying to navigate you towards a better life, towards creating a better reality for yourself. Because you can manifest anything, you can achieve anything in your life. The only limit is your belief. If you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are right. Henry Ford. So I will leave you at that. Please let me know down in the comments if you ever experienced any breaking points in your life and what it taught you. I would love to know. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you like this video by subscribing and liking, and I will see you in the next one.